Cool. So thank you, ladies, for being here with me today to meditate. I want to share something with you that is highly transformational, transformative, life altering. Um, so we are inundated with, it's just the way our world, we're raised, the way we see it. We're inundated with the broken fix it model. You have a problem, let's immediately get it to go away. And we aren't really traditionally in a world where we're kind of taught, okay, you have this thing. Is there, like, what's right about this that I'm not seeing? How could this be helpful? What is this telling me? So, for example, when I was young, and it was innocent and well meaning, I was put on anxiety medication when I was, I think, 12 or 13, and I was on it for almost 15 years. But I had a lot of fears. So instead of somebody coming to me and actually saying to me, which no one knew to do, um, what is right about this? Are you needing to just talk, process your emotions? Are you picking up on other energies? Is there something in your life that's unsafe and unstable that we need to adjust? Uh, our society is just in a paradigm of not saying medication isn't helpful because I needed it when I needed it, but it's just the first thing that we go to. Um, let's fix this. Let's get this fear to stop. We don't want to feel this fear. There's something wrong with this fear, as opposed to somebody who's able to handle the fear inside of themselves and to show up for another, able to handle their emotions or their fears. So, because we're inundated and unconsciously we just have these programs of all the, you know, marketing messages that we get on how can we get this to stop. This is what I work with clients privately for 3 months, for 6 months, and no one wants to feel. Everybody wants to. We have a negative thing that we feel. We have a physical symptom. We have something horrible in our life. I want to get this to go away. And of course, that's our visceral response because we're beings of love and light. So we have intuitively at our core, there's something off about this. I want to get back home. I want to get back home. But how we get back home is not always the most exciting and beautiful answer. How we get back home isn't about, let's get this to go away, let's fix this. It's about what today's meditation is going to be about. What's right about this I'm not seeing? What is the lesson here? We are beings, and this was huge for me. We are beings of expansion. Expansion is natural to us. So what happens is when we're expanding into the next level of our awareness, so maybe we're calling in more abundance, or we're living in alignment with our soul, or we stop people pleasing and we're moving more into self-acceptance and self-love, we're expanding, we're growing, all of our old crap comes up. So we might have more physical symptoms, we might have more anxiety, we might be more tired, and we're confused because, again, no one kind of teaches us you're beings of expansion. This is natural. And as you grow, you're going to come up against all this stuff. So what happens is we're on this evolutionary path of growth our whole lives, and stuff comes up and we're going, no, 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 this is wrong. This is bad. I shouldn't feel this, because all of our shame comes up. All of our fear comes up. I feel powerless. I feel less than. I feel inadequate. I can't believe all of this is coming up. But all along, we're not broken. We're brave. We're expanding and we're meeting our limiting beliefs. So what I want you to explore today is, and I invite you, because this will change your life, like take a half hour, take 15 minutes at some point later today, tomorrow, whenever you have with your journal, because today we only have time for maybe one or two explorations. But what are all the areas of my life on all levels, physically, spiritually, emotionally, and energetically, that I just want to go away? I want to fix this. This is uncomfortable. I want this to go away. And could I perhaps open up to, what if this is just trying to show me something? What if there's something right about this I can't see? What if this is love in disguise? And could I open my mind? We don't have to get the answer right away. The answer will come in as we open our mind. Could I open my mind to seeing something else here? So for me, forever, throat chakra, always tight, you know. I'm a speaker of truth. I'm saying things. When I was little, I grew up with, I mean, as you guys know, a lot of my story, I grew up highly codependent. So speaking the truth and saying things. I was constantly people pleasing. I had to make sure you're comfortable so that I'm comfortable. And then my soul is this speaker of divine truth. And I'm coming in here going, I can't say that. So going to doctors, right? It was you have issues, you have a diagnosis, you have a disease, you have a this. But what I came to see is what's right about this I'm not getting. Oh, it hurts when you're not speaking your truth. So let that go. That you're expanding into a soul who came here to speak truth, spiritual truth. And whenever you don't, and you hold back, or you feel shame around it, or you feel fear around it, it hurts. So there's nothing wrong with you. You're just expanding beyond what you were taught, and you're opening up to truth. So what's right about this I'm not getting? Let go of the fear, let go of the shame. You're here as a gift to raise the vibration, you know? So it's always love in disguise. And if we can look at our pain in, is this something I need to let go of? Is this anxiety I'm experiencing just telling me I'm not taking enough time for myself, and I'm way caught up in the paradigm of needing to achieve or get there or defeat? Like, there's a message when we get quiet of what is the love inside of me that is my cloth trying to point me towards. And so if we look at all of our challenges and our obstacles in that way of like, oh, I'm just left of my center, and the universe is, I'm playing hot and cold with the universe, and it's saying, oh, you're hurting. It's just showing you you're kind of using your creative ability against yourself, and you're creating something that hurts, and it hurts to get your attention. You're not broken or something's wrong with you. It's hurting. So we could look and go, stop doing that. I remember, I'm not religious, but I remember going to church once with a friend, and the sermon was, God doesn't let you run with scissors. And that stood out to me so strongly of like, oh, the source that created all of us isn't going to let us stay in these nasty situations. It hurts for us to take our hand off of the hot pot. Our hand hurts when we grab a hot pot for a reason to let go. Okay, so let's do some exploring for ourselves and pull up some of our challenges. And I'm going to guide us through relaxing our mind to start seeing like, oh, having these insights. Wait a minute. That's what's going on in my life. To gain the clarity to let go of the challenge, to move, to expand into that next part of yourself. Because we can't resist expansion. So go ahead and relax. This also has the ability, this question has the ability to pull your body out of fight or flight. Because if we're walking around, I'm broken, I need to be fixed, I'm broken, I need to be fixed, as opposed to I am lovable, I'm whole and complete, and I'm left of center, and God's not letting me run with scissors, or fill in the word you want for God. I know that can be triggering. But you know what I'm trying to say. The source that created all things is not letting me run with scissors. Let me just slow down. What's going on here? What's going on here? I might not be, my brain might not be able to see. Cool. Our body can relax if we can start to see life through these eyes. So feeling your body connected to the ground. And I want you to not seek for an answer today. I want you to just open your mind, because the answer comes when the answer comes. So it might come in the meditation, it might come tonight, it might come tomorrow, it might come next week. But your job is to relax, to get out of the way, and to propose the question, and to let it just dawn on you when it does. That's how the mind works. It's like that, which you guys all know, when you can't think of something, you're like, oh shoot, what's her name? What is grandma's neighbor's name? I can't think of it. And you're like, I'm just going to forget about it. It'll come to me when I forget. And you forget about it, and then you're cooking dinner and you're like, oh, Ethel. Dang, I couldn't think of that. That's what I'm speaking about here. It's nothing far out there weird. It's like, we propose the question, what's grandma's friend's neighbor's name? We let it go. And then divinity pops in with our higher brain and says, ah, right. That's what's right about this. I'm not seeing. We're just asking higher consciousness questions. So taking some deep breaths into the belly, letting everything go, letting go of paying attention to the time that will bring us back. Calling all parts of us into this time and space from wherever we may have innocently left it. Offering ourselves massive compassion and understanding for our humanity as we would to a child or an animal or nature that we unconditionally love. Through their difficulties, our heart says, I understand why you did that. Given your level of awareness, might not have been good or helpful, but I understand. So today in our meditation, we meet ourselves with that level. I understand. Understand why you did what you did and you thought what you thought. And this level of understanding offers us a healing balm. Calms our nervous system. Body connected to the ground. Soft eyes. Perhaps feeling the joy, the warmth, the comfort that is in this space here with us. 3 deep breaths into the belly. I invite you to slow down, allowing life to be in 10-second increments right now. Just this 10 seconds, and then the next. Breathing, coming down into my body, feeling my body under me. Softening my body, knowing that given my thinking that was programmed into my head, I understand why I've done the things I've done, even if they're hard for me to swallow. To be human is to make mistakes. Mistakes are not wrong, they offer clarity. Just a guide of clarity. Oh, that thing's not helpful. Maybe the other thing's helpful. A loving guide of clarity. No mistakes. I understand. Just feeling this energy in your bones. Breathing into the body, settling in one layer deeper, nice and relaxed. And as you settle a little bit deeper within, I want you just to bring into your awareness one thing that has really been tough for you. One thing that maybe you've repeated over and over, or you can't seem to get clarity about. Maybe it's a thing you feel stuck with because you've had it for so long. A chronic diagnosis, maybe an emotion that you fall into often, this sadness, this shame, this physical issue, this financial issue, whatever it is for you. What wants your attention today that you just can't in a million years perceive as positive, helpful? What is this problem? And maybe you don't see it in that way, but just something you're like, man, I wish I could shift out of this. Let's take a moment to let that dawn on you and place that out in front of you in your awareness. Relax Relaxing the body, breathing into the belly. As we affirm, I let go in our mind, I let go of the broken fix-it model. This was the best my ancestors and society knew how to give me. But we are up leveling to a new, real, honest, true level of understanding. We are learning to see through the eyes of love, where I am whole and complete, where I am sourced from within and I have all I need internally. And that when I am caught up in pain in my mind that manifests physically, I am alerted to the pain. To be able to offer myself nurturance to come back home. There is no brokenness in that. That is a beautifully intelligent system that I am and that I am a part of. And I just misunderstood the system and got a little bit caught up in it. But I am whole and complete, and I'm breathing into this new truth now. And so in front of me, I have this perceived challenge. And I say to it, I understand why you're here. Given the way I see the world. I'm sorry I've made you out to be the bad guy. I'm sorry I made you out to be bad or wrong. And as hard as it is for me, I'm holding you in compassion and understanding for the time being. And choosing to open my mind to something higher. I choose to let go of the way I have seen you for as long as you have been here. And I just choose to crack open the door of my consciousness, my higher brain, to show me something new in its own time. As I ask the question, what is right about this that I'm not seeing yet? How is this in some way serving me? How is this informing me of something that perhaps I'm ready to shift out of or let go of? How is this love? How is this a gift? As you propose the questions, open the mind in this quiet space. Rest and receive, and just allow that to dawn on you in its own time when it does. Remaining soft and open, holding loosely to that which you know, and staying open to new ideas, new perspectives, popping into your mind, knowing that you can use this or these questions for any challenges in your life without needing to answer them right away, to open the mind to new possibility, to release, to shift, to expand with grace and ease as you slowly come back to the body. I am in my body. I am behind my eyes. My body is connected underneath of me, and I'm back in my breath. Taking a couple of deep breaths, stretching and wiggling out of the meditation, maybe shaking the shoulders, the hands as you come back, opening your eyes to the room whenever you're ready. Thank you, guys. Thanks for the hearts. Come back next month for a new filter. I'll see you guys soon. Sending you lots of love.